Hello everyone and welcome to the very first onboard narrated lap. You are riding on board with Nick and listening to Nick as I try and narrate what is a reasonable lap around Bedford Autodrome GT circuit at the very end of a long hot day. We're in probably the worst car to try and narrate a lap to, the Ariel. As you know, they can be unpredictable in nature, so you will see that over the course of the lap. But let's pull away and get started all the same. Keep the speeds down through the pits. As you get waved on by the marshal, make sure you're looking left over your shoulder that there's no fast cars coming down. Do not exit the pits. If there is a fast car coming down on the racing line, do wait for them. Here, no one's coming. It's the end of the day. I've got the track to myself. Accelerate into turn 1. Pretty heavy on the brakes, down to around 30 miles an hour. Third gear. Give yourself plenty of room to exit at the end of the corner. I like to drive over that white line in the middle, then finish out nice and wide, accelerating into this chicane, heavy on the brakes in a straight line, off the brakes and balance the power through the right and left. Short shift into fourth helps you continue putting the power down. In fact, you can be pretty much flat the whole way through this section, whereas a lot of people end up braking halfway through. Accelerate down the mini straight. Braking late, but giving yourself a bit of time here. Don't rush this corner, stick to the left, but get tight to this apex here on the right, giving yourself time to exit and space to exit. Bring the car over to the right for a mini straight before a long left-hander bringing you onto the main straight. Go in deep, look through the corner, gradually getting tighter, and try and smoothly feed in the power and giving yourself room to exit. It's an empty track at this point of the day. I like to put the car in the middle of the circuit because it's a reasonably bumpy straight, and I find that is the best place to position the car. It's also the car, it would be said, the Atom is a bit of a bumpy one. Braking at around the 2 marker. Get your braking done in a straight line, off the brakes, but power early before you've hit the apex. So essentially turn the car in, back on the power. You've got tons of exit room coming through there. Accelerate towards the second part of the circuit, the more technical section. Braking in between the 1 and the 2 board in the Atom, going in fairly deep, looking through the corner, gradually getting tighter. Give yourself room to exit and accelerate up to this right-hander. Long corner. There's usually a cone there indicating your late apex, which I totally missed there, but took plenty of exit room, which is the most important thing. Keeping the car to the right, you can carry tons of speed through there, and I always see people braking hard. It's just not necessary. Braking there, of course, tight left-hander into third, accelerating down the mini straight, finding fifth there, and then brake hard for the what is usually a second or third gear tight left-hander. Accelerate out, look for the yellow cone down the end of the mini straight, brake to the left side of that cone, turn in right there, give yourself plenty of room through this long right-hander. Accelerate down the straight. Can be a bit bumpy in this car, as you can see on the visual. Pick your braking zone, braking late in a straight line, off the brakes, late apex, as you can see the Atom sliding around. Accelerate out the corner. Now this is your final turn in front of everyone on the pits, getting tight apex there, plenty of exit room, and there you go, there's a lap. Hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you on the next one.